Yeah, like me, you're probably a Google addict, and if you are, you think that the competition in the search engine space is pretty much over. Well, maybe not. There's a lot of money to be made out there, and so Google is doing everything it can to keep people coming back to their search engine. And meanwhile, Microsoft and Yahoo, number 2 and 3, are both trying to find new ways to attract eyeballs to their search engines. Let's start with Google because they've basically got the simplest and most powerful of the improvements. They call it Knowledge Graph for some reason, but what it does is really quite simple. Years of research have shown them what most people want to know about when they ask about some common, ordinary subject, like, for example, the Museum of Science in Boston. Chances are what you want to know is, where is it located? What are the hours? What are the directions? How can I get there? And since I'm into museums, how many other local museums might I want to take a look at? Well, now, if you search for that on Google, over on the right side of the screen, you will get a little box that will basically answer all of those questions in one big splash of information. The latest enhancement to Microsoft's Bing search engine has a pretty unexciting name, Sidebar. But it's doing a really interesting thing, something very different from Google's Knowledge Graph. Sidebar is trying to socialize your searches. What you do is that you can do searches while signed in to Facebook, everybody's favorite social network. And when you search for something that might be of interest to your Facebook friends based on things they've posted, Bing will now tell you. You'll see a little indication that a friend of yours has liked something related to your search subject, or maybe he's posted a picture of it. Perhaps the most visually striking of the enhancements is coming from Yahoo. Yes, Yahoo is still in there pitching. They've got a new technology called Axis. Now, this is not just built right onto their search engine. It requires the use of a separate piece of software that you have to install in your browser. It only takes a few seconds. Once you've installed the app, you get a little search window on the lower left corner of your screen. Once you run a search there, up pops a little miniature window, sort of a browser within a browser on the lower half of your screen. And what you see is an array of miniature web pages that were brought up by the Yahoo search. Google's on top. Yahoo and Microsoft are trying to catch up, and as long as that's the case, we can expect to see them do everything they can to make their searches better and better. And I think it's working. From the Tech Lab, this is Hiawatha Bray.